Maori ora in the headlines, the mother and daughter who fell to their deaths from an Auckland hotel were Mexican. Police are investigating how the woman and her 3-month-old child fell from the 37th floor of the Harbour Oaks Hotel last night. Police say no one else is involved in the tragedy. Mitt Romney's performance in the first presidential debate is being seen as head and shoulders above Barack Obama's. The two have traded barbs in their first televised debate of the US presidential campaign. News director at Dove TV in Oregon, Steve Johnson, told New Zealand's Rema that despite being behind in polls, Romney led a surprisingly good debate.
What we saw was a candidate in Mitt Romney that was more energized and focused than we have ever seen before, and it almost seemed to have put Obama back on his heels really for the entire hour and a half.
And as tensions heat up between Syria and Turkey, our foreign minister is condemning the latest attack. A mortar attack by Syria on Turkey has claimed the lives of 5 Turkish civilians. Murray McCulley says it is the first in which civilians have been killed and welcomes Turkey's continued efforts to work in close partnership with the international community to resolve the Syrian crisis. The Wanganui District Council's bid to keep serial sex offender Stuart Wilson out of its town has come at a hefty cost. The council spent more than $77,000 applying for a judicial review against the Department of Corrections and the Parole Board's decision to release him in Wanganui. Mayor Annette Main says she doesn't like to spend large amounts of ratepayers' money, but this was something that had to be done. Plunkett is welcoming an increase in the mandatory age limit for child car restraints. A new rule is being put in place that will mean children up to the age of 7 will have to use them. The current requirement is until the age of 5. Mā te rōpū rangahau o Crown Research Limited e āwhina atu te rōpū me uru kahikatea ki te whakawhānui ake i tā rātou mahi tukurawa ki tā wāhi. Ko tahi rau toru tekau ngā uapu Māori e noho ana i raro i te maru o me uru kahikatea. Ko rātou te pakehi nui ake mō ngā kaimoana me te tukurawa i Aotearoa nei. Mā me uru kahikatea me te rōpū rangahau o IRL, tētahi hōtaka whakawhanake tāiao me te pakehi e hanga. Ai whakangungu e ngā kai pūtāiao Māori me ngā tāngata pūkenga. And despite statistics saying Māori and Pacific Island youth are underachieving in our education system, students from United Māori Mission's In-Zone project are succeeding. 50 Māori and Pacific Island students live at the mission's Owens Hostel in Auckland and attend Auckland Boys Grammar. Director and founder Terence Wallace says that one of the boys is a prefect and 70% of the boys are at the top of their classes. He told New Zealand's Rema that faith is the underpinning factor to their success.
Many of them don't come from families that are religious at all, but I can honestly say that every one of our boys have accepted the Lord, and above anything, that's probably the number one thing that drives them to be all they can in their classroom, because they actually believe they can do all things through Christ who strengthens them.
And Waikato's Ranfurly Shield winners have taken it easy in their celebrations, preferring to share the real party with fans. The team enjoyed a mix and mingle with fans at Rugby Park in Hamilton this afternoon after beating Taranaki to reclaim the log of wood last night. Coach Chris Gibbs says the Shield is about more than just the team and they want to make sure they do people proud. Ka mau te wehi. Koe rā ngā karere matua mai te whare kōrero o Rema, nohora mai.